Good evening, everybody. It's that time again. It's time for Treasure Tales, our October 14th edition. And tonight we've got a couple of really nice guests. We had one guest slated, but he had something come up, so we've got him rescheduled for another time. But just a little, chit chat before we get started today, as we usually do. I want to give a little shout out to some people. If you have been watching the Diggin' Canucks live stream, which comes on just before us, I think she's running a little over tonight. And then last night, Rachel Elmore, Jersey Ray Diggs, was doing her live stream, and she brought up something really good. I'd like to expound on that, and Liz touched on it some at Canuck Nation tonight. It's, supporting each other. And we here at Treasure Talk and Treasure Tales, we always try to be supportive of all of the YouTubers out there and the other channels. I watch a lot of them. I spent the afternoon, as a matter of fact, watching some videos from another couple other channels. And I'm just going to, I'm going to shout out for a few, but there's so many great channels out there. And there are a lot of people that do make nice positive comments on a number of the videos from other people, but they don't receive them back. So let's all try to be positive and help each other out. It's a fun thing to do, but it's a lot of work to do. And if some of these channels, if they can reach one or two people and in a positive way, that's the best thing. For here at Treasure Talk, we've had a pretty good run. Hey there, Guru, how are you, my friend? And we continue to grow and prosper, and we have a lot of loyal viewers and loyal fans, and we certainly do appreciate them. And there's a number of them. Old Pellin, he's another good one. Hey guy, how you doing? Bruce Milligan, how you doing, my friend? And there's a Facebook user. I cannot see the name, so if you will, if you're tuned in on Facebook, just put your name in there so I know who you are. But at any rate, some of the channels that we like, at Treasure Talk and here at Treasure Tales, Diggin' Canuck is some of the best content out there. You definitely need to watch her channel and subscribe to her channel. Jersey Ray Diggs, Mermaid Treasure Hunter. There's a bunch of really good ones, and we fully endorse those. Hi, Brandy, Barry O'Sullivan, Randy Goodnow, how are you? And Pacific Northwest Dirt Fishing. They've been on Treasure Tales, Ronnie and Tiffany, and metal detecting is their love story, and they do it very, very well. And they find a lot of really cool stuff. So check them out, and give them a good job, attaboy. Everybody needs that every once in a while. Hey, Mumbles Man, how you doing, my friend? And Stanley Hoomstra, how you tonight? Let's see, Indiana Tones in the house. Let's see. And, the Key Date Kid, Casey from Excalibur Shovels. Now, what more can you say about Excalibur Shovels? This is my Excalibur shovel, specially made by Casey at Excalibur Shovels. And you'll notice the color is blue for the Blue Spade Society. which Casey is a sponsor of, as is Phil Myers at Myers Metal Detectors. Phil has these in stock, and also, you mentioned the Blue Spade Society, and if you are indeed a member of it, you get a 10% discount at Myers Metal Detectors, as well as Excalibur shovels. So you don't get much better than that, and it's the best shovel that I've ever seen. Um, Digging Florida with Bill Gross, how you doing? Those are some of the. Getting back to that, those are just some of the channels that we like, and there's so many others. But just try to be positive with these people. Give them an attaboy, and just support them because they support you. And there's just so many people out there that do. And like Excalibur shovels, Casey. It's like I said, Phil stocks them in the shop, and Casey does sell them, but he's a supporter of the Blue Spade Society. Now, if you're not familiar with what the Blue Spade Society is, the Mumbles Man, Tim Naylor, and I came up with this. And because we have a very dear friend, John David. Hey, Mark Fiorella, how are you? And Jimmy Crossbones, I guess he is here tonight. At any rate, the Blue Spade Society, our dear friend John David, has got some serious health issues. And he loves metal detecting, and he's a very, very accomplished metal detectorist. So he loves the color blue, and he's got a walker that he takes with him when we go metal detecting. It's an electric blue. His car's an electric blue. He painted his coil blue. He got from Steve's Detector Rods, which is another great friend of Treasure Talk and Treasure Tales. Got a electric blue shaft from Steve's Detector Rods for his Equinox. So we decided that we were going to surprise him, and we painted our spades blue. We were at a hunt, and he didn't know anything about it, so he turns around. We've got our gear out, and he looks at it, and his jaw just drops to the floor. And so we decided to create the Blue Spade Society. I decided to create a Facebook group for those that have some kind of a handicap or a disability. You don't have to be handicapped from a Blue Spade Society. It's our Facebook group. Find it, ask to join. You can be a mentor of somebody with a disability or a handicap of some kind. And there's very, very, very many types of disabilities or handicaps. For instance, Diggin Canuck. She had to retire from the police force early because she suffers from vertigo. That's a disability. Tiffany from Pacific Northwest Dirt Fishers. She's got a disability in that regard. She had to quit work. So, there's a lot of people that have the varying degrees of disabilities. Adele Rutherford, killer detectorist, great, great, great friend of ours. She's got a disability, and she's got diabetes. She's got to wear the pump and all that kind of stuff every time she goes detecting. And that can be a lot, especially in the warmer weather or whatever. So, if we can help or encourage in some way someone with a disability or a handicap, or if you would like to be a mentor of somebody in that regard, get with the Blue Spade Society. We're going to start doing a few more things on there. We're trying to build our membership up, and we'll have we'll do some special broadcasts from the Blue Spade Society with some topics that have a disability. So, it's something fun to do, and it's constructive to do. And, we just want to be able to help where we can help. So let's see who all's in the chat here. So I guess Indiana Tone just said his wife's name is Naylor. Her maiden name was Naylor. Very nice. Very cool. There's another Facebook user. I don't know what your name is. Randy Goodnow. Okay. He says he didn't feel right about giving any medical advice. Well, nobody wants to give medical advice. Um, we always encourage the Blue Space Society, you check with your doctor first to see if it's feasible for you to do any kind of an activity. We have that statement on our group. So we're not giving medical advice. Uh, yes, Indiana Tones, I did. Tim Naylor, the Mumbles Man, my brother from another mother. Treasure Mays, good to see you. Dan Yaruso, how you doing, Dan? Good to see you, Mike Mayo. How you doing, Mike? Those are some nice coins you saw you sent in for Canuck Nation. They were really nice, very very nice, as a matter of fact. So Joe Vizzy, hey Joe Puppy, how are you tonight? Well, we're getting a few people in, so we've got a couple of really good guests tonight, and like I say, one guest had something going on with his family at the last minute, and that kind of stuff happens. Family always comes first. Always. Anything else. So, um, and Rose Frazier, I hope you all have recovered, you and Art, from Digstock. Because I know you all were up there digging, 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 and having a good time. Uh, so let's see, let's see. Okay, so where was I? I think I lost my train of thought. It just pulled out of the station and I wasn't on board. I don't understand that. But anyway, so if you have any kind of a treasure tale, please get a hold of me and let me see if I can put the. I should be able to put number. Let's see. Do, 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 uh, okay, let's see this thing. Here we go. There's my telephone number. You can text me. You can email me at treasuretalkshow@gmail.com. Um, do whatever. If you have a treasure tale, and everybody has a treasure tale, and like I said, it's not because you're finding some Spanish coin or any of that kind of stuff. That's not what it's about. A treasure tale can be the friendships that you've made with your detecting, your first find, well, how it makes you feel, how you decompress treasure hunting and this type of thing. So that's what it's all about, you know. And that is the treasure tale. Now I want to try something. I'm going to start it in November. A couples, partners treasure tales. If you have, get with your partner, your best detecting buddy, for if you will, up to three, and get up with me, and I'll be on treasure tales, and you can tell your treasure tale. Some people don't like to be by themselves or this and that and the other thing. So, um, you know, do that, and we'll try to get you on treasure tales. So we got a comment from Randy Goodnow. When will Dilly get that simultaneous multi-frequency detector out? Well, Randy, from what I've said, and I've said it a number of times, Dillick got up with me and she said they're not ready to launch. They've had to push it back a little bit for some kind of a dilemma. We don't know what it is. So for the October 25th show on Treasure Talk, we are going to have the Meteorite Man, which is going to be a great show. So we did announce that. And there's no reason for Dillick to come on and not be able to talk about it, because all that does is irritate people. So that's kind of where it stands right now. You know as much as we do, but she has told me that when she's ready, she will get up with me. We'll do a special show if we need to, and we will debut the simultaneous multi-frequency on Treasure Talk and quite possibly give one of those away. So we hope that'll be soon. So Charles Broussard is in the house. How are you, Charles? Hope you're well tonight. Let's see. We should have some guests start to join us here. I hope. I sent the invites out, so hopefully they will be joining us here directly. So I'm going to send another link out just to be sure, if you'll bear with me for just 1 second. I try to send them out earlier. So to that one. And the other gentleman, I know I sent it out earlier, so hopefully he has gotten it and is ready. Yeah, I think the media show will be really good. There's been a lot of people that watch that. So hopefully it will be. Southwest Florida Treasure Detecting, how are you this evening? We are glad that you are here. So let's see. I'm going to try again and get somebody, the guests on here. Let me see if I'll text the one here and tell him he needs to join. Okay. Thanks for bearing with me, people. Southwest Florida Treasure Detecting is Equinox to Mind Lab for repair. Believe got water in it. Well, join the club, my friend. I've had 3 of them go down that way. A bunch of people have had that too. Lisa P., how are you? Glad you are in the house. And let's see. Bruce Milligan. Yes, indeedy. Yeah, Bruce, Rose is leaving. She must be tired. So let's see. Well, getting these guests in here. Jimmy Crossbones, if you are watching, you need to join, my friend. So let's see. Here we got him. So here's our first guest for the night. Does a lot of metal detecting in Florida. Does a great job. Finds a lot of good stuff. So without any further ado, let's welcome Bill Gross. Hey, boy, how are you?
I'm trying to get it right so you can see me better.
Okay, get centered on there, and you'll be good.
What was that?
Well, get it. There you go. So how's
Okay,
everything going?
pretty hot. I'm waiting for
Yeah,
this weekend. The weekend's be cool.
is it supposed to be
Sunday,
cool this weekend?
Sunday and Monday.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness. So
Let's
I think
cancel.
Jimmy Crossbones is having trouble. So I'm going to
Let's
send him
cancel.
another link while we tell everybody a little bit about you and what you do, if you've got a YouTube channel and all that kind of stuff. So,
Okay. I don't have a YouTube channel yet, but
but you're going to get one.
I started metal detecting in January of this year, and I love it. That's all I want to do, but you know, you got to work.
Unfortunately, yes.
And
Well, I don't have to work anymore, thank God.
yeah. My wife and I, a couple of months ago, went to Jasper, Florida,
It's up near
okay?
me.
And um, we have a friend up there that owns 10 acres, okay? And I wanted to
Uh-huh.
hunt that. And so I didn't say hi to her. I jumped out of the car and went starting hunting, hunting the acreage. So I also had a whole pack of red flags so we get lost.
Mm-hmm.
That's Wyatt's idea. And so the only place that was cleared is where the trailer was. Rest of the 9 acres is thick, not cleared.
Just underbrush.
Oh, a lot of it. You can't even move in it.
Yeah, that makes it really hard to detect.
So I didn't notice that until 30 minutes later. I was already in it, and I'm sorry about this camera. And I started having trouble going through the brush, and a big bush grabbed a hold of my hand digger,
Uh-huh.
and I lost it.
Phil's got some in stock.
And I also lost my bundle of my flags. I lost that too. It grabbed that too out of my pocket. I didn't even know it. So I finally found a old ABT trail
Uh-huh.
from ABTs. I followed that. An hour later, I'm lost. Okay, I am lost. So I called my wife and let her know what was happening. I'll try to make back where I was coming from. So don't be fretting. So I still kept on following that trail. And I ended up 3 miles south, okay, of Jasper.
I'll be
I was
darned.
in Nets County.
We've done some,
I was out of
yeah,
Hamilton
I've done some
County.
hunting up there.
It's
I
thick
gotta
up
try
here.
to find something here, Bill, while you're talking.
It was thick up there,
Jasper,
man.
yeah, Jasper is pretty cool up there. A lot of old places. We, the Mumbles man and me and my buddy John David have done a lot of hunting up there in some older homes.
Yeah,
We've had pretty good luck. Uh, but there's an awful lot of history up there. It's an old part of Florida. You've got Jasper, then you've got
White
uh,
Springs.
Jennings is right down there. White Springs got an old place. They're in Jasper, where the old jail is.
Yeah, yeah. The
Hunted
haunted
that.
jail. The old haunted jail.
Yeah, there's a lot of trash. Yeah. Yeah, and the arena out there, the horse arena, we've hunted that, and so it was still pretty good. It's been pretty good. So I don't know. I got let's see. Um, I have another guest supposed to be signing in, but he is not. He's having trouble. I don't know what the deal is. It's the internet.
Yeah. So
You know.
3 hours later, it was pouring down rain, lightning real bad. I was out in those woods. I was lost out in those woods. I didn't know which direction to go. And I found a hunting blind, believe it or not.
Oh
It was,
yeah.
it's one of those tent type ones on the ground.
Uh-huh.
Well, I got lucky on that one. So I dove in there and hold on. And I diverted the rain. And my wife called 911 and they called me, they pinged my phone, they called me, and then Jasper Police Department showed up.
they're usually pretty nice though.
Yeah, they were. And I was about 100 feet from the road. I didn't even know it. 6 West.
Well, it's pretty thick.
Yeah, it was thick, man. I couldn't tell I was near the road because there was 2 trees that were laying down in the way. It was like waist height, and I couldn't tell.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, "Okay, I'm going to put my sirens on. You follow the noise." So I did, and there he was. He goes, are you thirsty? I go, yes, sir, I am. 4 hours later, I walked 3 miles. Do you even know I walked 3 miles? But I didn't even get to hunt nothing. Oh yeah, all I found was aluminum cans. You know,
Yeah. What else did you find up there? What kind of detector were you swinging?
Simplex. That's all I want to have right now. Simplex. I had the
Uh huh.
both coils. I had
That's a
the
nice detector.
yes. I had the small coil and the big coil, but nah, I used the big coil in the woods. Believe it or not, I didn't use the small one. So I wanted
Well,
more,
that's probably hard to swing.
yeah, I wanted more coverage. I didn't know it'd be that thick.
Yeah,
So
it's
anyway,
real thick and tangly, brambly. It gets very brambly, I think is what the deal is. And so, some of your other adventures, where do you usually hunt? You're down by Tampa, I know.
yeah, Lutz. I'm in
Mhm.
Lutz.
Where do you hunt down there?
Um, my own yard. And I got people down here that don't like nobody in their properties. So I'm having a
Yeah,
hard time getting permission. And there's a guy
well,
across
just
the
keep
street from me.
knocking on the doors. So, what's the best find you ever found so far?
Uh, a Tootsie Jeep. A Tootsie Jeep.
Well, that's cool.
Let me show you.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Oh yeah. The horseshoe's down by the lake here. I found a horseshoe from a horseshoe game. Two of them.
Uh huh.
We have lake access down here. I found two horseshoes there. I work also dig at work too, believe it or not. In Lake Magdalene area.
Yeah.
Hillsborough County houses Children's Services Center is almost a whole block. And
Huh.
so I've been searching that ground. So far I got $28 in CAD out of the ground there. And here's my Tootsie Jeep. Let's see if you can find it. See it?
Hello.
You see it?
Yeah, I can. You having trouble getting in? Do thing over the phone.
I found a silver ring in the baseball field.
Oh, that's good.
Here. This right here.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's nice. Well, that rung up good too, didn't it?
90, like a quarter did. And
Well,
this
that's
ring
even
here.
better.
This
Now,
ring.
your wife knows that she gets to claim all the jewelry, right?
Oh, she already got two of them already. And this one.
Yeah, that happens. Let's see. This is our other guest trying to call in. Hello. Hello, Jane. Yeah, I can hear you, Jim. Okay, well, we'll get it done another time. Well, it doesn't work with the phone, is the only thing. So, no problem. We'll get back with you.
Hmm.
Okay, folks.
Okay.
Keep talking, Billy. Um,
Okay.
our other guest, Jimmy Crossbones, is having troubles. He is traveling and can't get on. So, this is going to be a winger tonight. So, um, if any of y'all want to come on and do a little chit chat, just give me a buzz and we'll get you on here. Somebody from Wisconsin. Hello. So, what else have been going on,
I disappeared.
Bill? You're there.
I am. Okay.
Yep, you're there.
I like to get another detector. I've been looking at the impact, not like a micro impact
Uh huh.
or the Garrett AT Max,
Mm hmm.
because I want,
Good
I
detectors.
want the impact is supposed to be all terrain detector, and it has three. It has 5, 14, and 20 hertz. Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a really nice detector.
Yes. I know
So
gonna be
that'll be good.
it's be a good step up from this simplex.
Simply, it's a real nice detector. So I don't know. Is the Guru still on here? I'm not sure. I just sent you a link, Phil, because I know you and Tootie Poppy were out hunting. And let's just see what you guys have come up with. So I just sent you a link, Phil, if you are still here. Let's see. Maybe I'll see if the. Let's
I'm going to go
see.
to Florida Hunt 8.
Are you? I don't know
Yes.
if I'm going to make it this. I think I've got something going. I've got to go check and see. That's not too far from you.
That was my first ever big hunt to go to. And I wanted to go to this spot, but I couldn't afford that because I would have to drive there.
Yeah, that's nice. So, the Guru, you going to join me here, Phil? Tell us all about you and Tootie Poppy out there hunting.
It was Trudy Poppy.
I don't know. Yeah, that's Joe Vizzi.
Oh, okay.
Those two are thick as thieves, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Blood Brothers.
Well, something brothers.
Uh-huh.
uh, well, anyways. Well, Bill, it was very, very nice of you to stop by tonight. Wish you all the luck in the world. And hopefully, if you'll get up the shop and get yourself another digger. Uh, ask Phil about the Excalibur diggers. They're really nice diggers.
Yes.
And
I wanted to get the Cirque. I wanted to get the Cirque T handle. And also wanted to get a bit. I also want to get a T handle shovel and a regular hand digger.
yeah, they're nice. Like you saw my shovel, didn't you?
Yes, the blue one.
Yep, for the Blue Spade Society.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
This is a killer shovel. That
Yes,
is
it
a
is.
nice shovel. Phil has those, and we we hope you get one. So,
Boy, I'm sorry about this camera. I'm not used to this camera on the phone. It's put me in a weird space.
yeah, it happens. This is one of the grim nights.
I gotta get a webcam and a microphone, be better effects. But
Well,
thanks for having,
it
thanks
happens.
for having me. Thanks for having me in the show.
So, you're very welcome, Bill. I'm glad that you stopped by. Tell your wife you're going to get out there and get her some more jewelry. And this
Yeah.
time you're going to find her some gold.
Oh, I gotta tell you one more thing. Okay?
Sure.
Okay. My stepdaughter, when she was 4 years old, her aunt gave her a sterling silver ring. A silver ring for 4-year-old. And the same day she got it, she lost it. Okay.
Huh.
That's 31 years ago. I've been trying to find it since. I've been trying to find it for the past 3 months in this yard. We think it's under concrete now because they added a slab on the front porch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I think it's gone forever.
Well, keep trying.
I haven't given up yet.
Keep trying. You never can tell. It may turn up the,
Also find
spot you've ever seen.
also find shotgun head stamps in my yard from
really?
from 1911, before this house was even built.
Oh, yeah. Well, it used to be probably just open ground. So
Yeah, big
that's
old.
where you had, all that kind of stuff there. So let's see. We can get to somebody here. So I certainly thank you, Bill, for stopping by, and get out there and find that ring, and get out there and keep hunting, dig deeper, and have some fun.
You too. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Billy. Okay, folks, as you can see, it's been Gremlin City tonight. There are trolls in the attic and in the basement and in the side yard. Our guests could not, other two guests could not make it tonight. They had some kind of a dilemma. Jimmy Crossbones wanted to be here. He just couldn't get his phone to link up. So I'm trying to get, let's see. Okay, I'm going to send a link to somebody else. She's really cool. And you're going to like her. So let me get this link set out. Okay. Let me see, make sure I get it right. JRZY. And it should be very quickly. And so thank you for bearing with me. As you all know, I'm an old buzzard and I'm blind and can't hardly see, but we're trying to get another guest on here. Here's a Facebook user says, hope you're doing great. Well, I am, except the guests have had dilemmas tonight, but we're gonna get through this. We got some great friends fixing to come on here. This girl is coming on, has got a killer YouTube channel. We talked about her a little bit earlier. Rachel Elmore from Jersey Ray Diggs. She has a live stream. She was on last night. She calls it Wednesday Night Shenanigans. And trust me, there are some shenanigans. And there's a couple of videos he's had out. We're going to chit chat about those. And, a few other things, as we were talking earlier about supporting all your friends that make YouTube videos and all of you out there that do have YouTube channels. I try to watch as many of them as I can. And if you would like to come on Treasure Tales, and we love for you to come on and promote your YouTube channel. So let's see if Rachel's got her camera on. And no camera for Rachel.
I can see me.
I can't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, try rejoining, Rach.
All right, I'll go back out.
All right. And we'd love to have you on. Come and just tell about you, your treasure hunting, your experience, how you go about it, and all that kind of stuff. So that's what it's all about here at Treasure Tales. It's not about being able to, go to England and find all these hammered coins and all this, that, and the other thing, because let me tell you something, 98, 99% of all the metal detectorists out there are never going to go to England, and they're never going to find a hammered coin. They're not going to find a gold coin, and they're not going to find, pirate treasure. It just doesn't work like that. So the Treasure Tales is about the friendships that you make. There she is. Here's our pretty face. Let's bring on Rachel. There's that beautiful young lady.
Hey, how are you?
How you doing, Rachel? We were talking. I had gremlins in the woodwork tonight.
Yeah, I have to mute the YouTube. Hang on.
Oh, man, I tell you what. There was a lot of gremlins tonight. One guest he had a family thing he had to go to at the last minute. And then the other guest couldn't get on because of his phone. He was remote. And I thought, well, I know who to call. So Wednesday Night Shenanigans, that's pretty cool. You did good. I tell you what, you did really good.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, I know shenanigans mean you're up to no good, but I just always like
Not
that.
necessarily. No. Shenanigans don't mean that you're up to no good, because you can always find good in whatever we do if you look hard enough,
Right.
And so I didn't think it was no good. I thought it was really good. We're talking about your videos, and what you mentioned and that I thought was just an exceptional video was the one in the old cemetery.
Oh yeah, old Tenant Cemetery. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man, that was cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I like cemeteries. I mean, I won't hunt in a cemetery. I think you're probably the same way.
No, I wouldn't.
It's not a place to be digging holes.
Definitely not.
But walking through the cemeteries, looking at the old headstones, there's a few around me that I go to. Like I said, I don't hunt in the cemetery, but I like to walk through in, early 1800s. The little town where I live, our cemetery has got a section for the Confederate Civil War dead. There's a lot of, really worn out headstones from over there. I think most of them came over from the Battle of Olustee, which was kind of near here. So, but that was really cool. That video did good. You formatted it very well. You narrated it even better. It was really good.
Oh, thank you. I put a lot of effort in that one.
Well, it showed. It showed, as all your videos are just getting better and better and better. What are your subs up to now? They got to be well over 500.
No.
Really?
No, not even 200.
Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. So, as I said earlier, before I think you weren't here yet, there are certain channels that I really like to watch, and we completely endorse at Treasure Talk and at Treasure Tales. It's you and the Digging Canuck, a Mermaid Treasure Hunter, Relic Dirty Hands is another one. You
Yeah.
know, great channels. Pacific Northwest Dirt Fishing. Ronnie and Tiffany. I mean, like I said before, they've been on Treasure Tales. That's their love story. You
Right.
know, that's what they do together, and it shows the fun they have. Yeah, maybe they're not finding the most interesting stuff sometimes. They're finding, and they're out there together and they're digging. And to me, that's what Treasure Tales is all about.
Yeah. Well, half the treasure is out being outside and enjoying yourself, enjoying your hobby, whether you find something or not.
Yeah, yeah. So you were up at Digstock.
Yes, I was.
Did you find any goodies up there, or was it just mostly, um, chatting with people, meeting new friends? When that many people, it's kind of
Um,
hard to go out and find a place to dig.
well, it was, they had a lot more fields opened, than the last time. I found a few things, nothing spectacular. Liz mentioned on her stream earlier that I said on my stream last night about supporting each other. And what made me think to talk about that last night was, it was the last day I was leaving. It was after the hunt. They had a, open hunt Monday,
Uh-huh.
um, and I found a script I button. It is chewed up, but it's the first one I found. And there was a dude by me, and I don't know who he was, but I was like, "Oh, did you find anything?" Because this park had been cleaned out pretty well by Riley Bryant of
Mm-hmm.
of buttons. And he's like, "Yeah, I found a few things." I was like, "Well, I just found a script eye." And he goes, "Yeah, I got 6 of those." Meanwhile, I'm excited because I found my very first one. I'm thrilled you
Yeah.
got 6, dude. But if you told me you had one, I would have been like, "Well, that's great. Now we both have one." Like we got to encourage each other.
Yeah. That's for sure.
Yeah, that was kind of like a little Debbie Downer there for a minute. you know, I was like, okay, all right. I was excited, but maybe not anymore. I don't know. you know.
Well, there again, it goes back to the same thing. Just like Liz was saying, we got to support each other and be kind. It doesn't hurt to be kind. You
Exactly,
know,
exactly.
my
I,
mom
I
always told me, if you can't find something nice to say, don't say it. You know, and if you don't mean it, don't say it. It's better just to keep your trap shut. You know what I mean?
yes, exactly. I mean, I support everybody I can, always have. Um, and even now, like some people don't want to support me, I still support them. So, you know,
Well, that's on them. That way I look at it, that's on them.
it is on them.
Um,
It's all good.
and
It's all good.
it all comes back around. It's just that's just the way it is. Like I said, a
It,
lot of the channels that I really enjoy and people need to go to and subscribe. They need to subscribe to your channel, and they need to subscribe to Liz's channel and Lori Relic Dirty Hands and Mermaid Treasure Hunter and Pacific Northwest Dirt Fishing and the Key Date Kid Casey. Now that I tell you what, that's a killer channel.
yeah, yeah.
It's a really good channel, and there's a
Some
whole bunch more of them that I can't think of.
There's a lot of channels I'll watch, even when they don't find anything good. I mean, even the crap they find is still entertaining to me. Like I it's good. You're out, you're having a good time. The scenery, if they're hunting with people, the camaraderie, all that stuff. Like all that works together to make a great video.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I've had a I've had a good I guess about probably the past 5 or 6 weeks of hunting. I've had some really good, luck. I've been swinging over
Hmm.
some really good things. Not to say that I didn't have days I didn't, but
We all do.
yeah, I've had some pretty awesome finds the last month. Uh, I got a really awesome video tomorrow night. I did it as a premiere.
Hmm.
So since this is Treasure Tales, I'll give a little hint to it.
Okay.
Hey, Lisa P. Um,
Now,
it's
Lisa P needs to come on Treasure Tales.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
been after her for a while, and she's dodging me.
You
You hear
need to
that,
come on
Lisa?
here. I know you got some good treasure tales. Um, so I have a permission that in the town I deliver in. It's a good sized piece of land there. She's got a 1700s house. She got an 1850 house. There was a old schoolhouse in 1800s there, and her property goes behind uh, three other homes, two of which are 1700s. There's a corner store that's been sitting on there since the early 1800s. Um, so she's got a big swath of property that kind of goes from one road to the other, but she goes behind some of the homes.
Mm-hmm.
So she texted me while I was at a seated event, and she said, my daughter lost a ring that's like a heirloom type of ring. It's over 100 years old. It's silver. Is there any way you could come by and look for it? And I was like, of course. Thanks, Joe Vizzy. So I headed over there that day with Drew Wahalik from Naughty Dog Treasures, because he happened
Mm-hmm.
to be next to me when I got the text. And I said to him, hey, before you head home, do you want to help me? This is a big piece of property. Help me out for like an hour or two trying to locate the ring. So we didn't find it that day. I didn't even get any footage. Um, so I came back the following Sunday, a week later. I had like 2 hours, and I gave her, a call and said, I'm heading over now. And she's a permission owner that likes to keep the things you find, no matter what they are.
Mm-hmm.
A broken doorknob, she doesn't care. She loves it. She keeps it all. So she told me anything you find, you can keep. So I was like, yeah, that's awesome, because there's some nice things in this dirt. So I was only listening for high tones, and this time I was actually digging shallow targets, not too deep, because it had rain, they had mowed, so the ring could have been pushed in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I found some other silvers. You'll have to watch the video.
Oh, I
And
will.
I did find the ring. So that's actually I filmed it as she came out of the house, so you get everything's as it was.
Good karma's on you, coming at you.
Yeah, it was a good hunt. It was a good hunt. And
Yeah, I had the kind of the same thing. A while back, uh, I had been in a dry spell. My hunting buddy Tim Naylor would call him the Mumbles Man, and I call him the Mumbles Man for a reason. We've been hunting, hard hunting for probably 4 days, and I just wasn't. I was striking out. I wasn't getting caca, and he was doing okay. So we were up and down at Clearwater Beach, and we're going along, and I just get this real faint signal, and I dig down, and I got to go down about 4 scoops, and on the fifth scoop, I pull up a wallet. I mean, it's the whole wallet.
wow.
I mean, it's leather, and the only thing it rang up, I mean, it was full of credit cards, so they could have, the magnetic strips could have rung up, but it had a little um, silver dot thing on it, decoration
Yeah.
that had rung up, and it's full of money.
Wow.
Now it was kind of nasty because it'd been down in the sand, stinky, So I stuffed it in my pouch, and when I got back to our condo, I kind of went through it, and I found the guy's. He was a doctor, and I
Mm,
found the information how to contact him. So I called, and he'd lost it a year before that.
wow.
And he said he thought he lost it in the dry sand, but this was out. I was out in chest deep water, so you know, and I had the whole thing, and it was everything was in there. So I asked him. I said, "Well, if you want it, I'll certainly send it to you." And he said, "Yeah, yeah, he wanted it because I figured he'd want. The money was no good; it was all soaked and torn.
Yeah.
But his medical card and debit cards and credit cards, even though he had stopped them, I myself would probably want them back.
Yeah, I think I would want any of it back. Like I would.
So I got it back to him, and the next day, ring time. So the karma came back, and I've had some really good runs here the few times that I've been hunting. So,
It's good.
it happens that way.
Yeah, what you
You
put
know,
out, you get back.
that's right. That's right. We got to say hello to Dirt Digger Toledo. He's out in Arizona. He hunts for gold nuggets out there. The History Digger's with us tonight. Good evening. You know most of these people, don't you, Rach?
A lot of them, yes.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Let's see, Shannon Bortner.
Yes, and
That,
I have to tell Shannon Bortner, Shannon and Phil both won my duck races last night.
I saw
Um,
that.
yeah, so everything was sent out today. So, and yours and Phil's are in the same envelope. But I'm pretty sure you guys each know what you won. So,
I tell you what, sometimes luck just abounds, doesn't it?
yeah, it does.
And Lincoln Central Coins. Hello, how are you? Glad that you joined us tonight. Tom Becker, I'm glad to see you tonight, Tom. Go over and subscribe to Jersey Ray Diggs, subscribe to the Diggin' Canuck, and all the people you see on here, if they got a YouTube channel, you need to subscribe to them, people, because it's good content. If you want to learn how to do something, these are the people you want to watch. You want to learn how to comport yourself when you're out metal detecting, these are the people to watch. And you couldn't want better people to emulate than Rachel and Liz and Cricket, the Mermaid Treasure Hunter, um, Lori Gagne. You just can't want better people than that. And a lot of you folks out there. So, um, anyways, um, we were, getting back to Mark Thomas. I tell you what, he needs to get on the comedy channel. Do not
It
sub me.
does.
I'm trying to get to 0 subs. I think he's there.
Yeah, Mark Thomas was definitely a trip.
Yeah, he is. He is a treat. I tell you what, he's a good friend to have. He's a
Yes.
loyal friend. He's a supporter of all of the channels and the shows. You couldn't want. It's always much more fun when Mark's in the house.
Well, Mark rocks.
He does indeed. So you've got that new video coming. I can't hardly wait to see it.
Yeah, tomorrow night at 7, I'm having it premiere. Um,
Now, you haven't hunted that land out already, I'm sure.
no, there's still probably a lot in there. I found a really sweet barber quarter there
Cool.
about a year ago, I guess.
Oh,
Um,
you've hunted this before then.
oh, you can see my bats. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
there's some
I
of the
didn't even
back.
know I didn't even know what Mark was talking about last night when he said I had bats in my belfry. I forgot that I did that. So I have bats going across my dining room wall.
So you're into Halloween then, huh?
Yeah, I actually do SFX makeup. I used to do it for a haunt. I'd done it for a hobby for years. I have another Facebook page called Ray's Face Painting. Because I face paint too because nobody wants to be a zombie, in July. So I do birthday parties.
Right. Yeah. Well, that sounds cool. That sounds really fun. You'll have to post some zombie faces. You do a lot for the kids around there at Halloween.
Not really. I used to. There's a place called Camp Evans here in New Jersey, down a wall, and
Hmm.
Infowage Science Center leases it. And then their biggest fundraiser used to be a haunt called Camp Evans Base of Terror. And I started out with them kind of on the side a little bit. Then I worked my way in there to where I had a haunt spot too, where I was running my own. But I started out doing makeup with them, and it was a big fundraiser. But we closed it down a couple years ago. But my
Hmm.
haunt, I did it on The Nun, the movie that came out a few years ago.
Uh-huh.
Um, so there's a guy that goes around to all haunts and he rates them. And he's been doing this for 20 years. He writes them up in articles and stuff. And he went through my section, and it was a small section. It was actually the porch on the back of the Marconi house. And He said he had never been got until he went through my section in 20 years.
Hmm. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
So I was pretty proud of that.
Yeah, well, I would be. I would be. You should be. You know? So we were talking earlier about my Blue Spade Society. I would like
Yeah.
for you to join that group because I think you would be just a killer mentor for somebody. If you don't mind,
I don't mind at
if you'll
all.
find that on Facebook, the Blue Spade Society, and join. I know Liz has joined. She's done me that favor. She is, well, what else can you say about the Canuck except, it's
Liz
as good as it
rocks.
gets. It's as good as it gets. So if you'll do me that favor, I certainly would appreciate it. And everybody over on the Blue Spade Society will enjoy it, enjoy the content that you will post. And your mentorship would mean a tremendous amount to somebody that is looking for a hand up.
Yeah, definitely.
And so I would appreciate that. And I thank you so much for being here. Looks like we're out of time tonight.
Yeah.
Rachel, you saved my behind, I'm telling you.
Well, you rock, Jeff. So,
And I owe you big time. So make sure you get me your address. I'll get you some stickers
All right.
and
Yeah, definitely.
some of those magnificent Myers Metal Detectors towels for giveaways on your live stream.
All right.
And I've got to get some up to the Canuck. And we'll go from there.
All right.
All righty. Thanks
Yeah.
very much, Rachel, for stopping by. And I'll be looking tomorrow night. Check that video.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to everybody joining me.
Well, we certainly will. So I will see you on the flip flop, girlfriend.
Yep. Thanks for
Bye-bye.
having me in. Bye.
Okay, folks, we're out of time for tonight, and this has been kind of a bizarre Treasure Tales. But thankfully, for good friends like Rachel that stopped by, I hope you enjoyed that little segment. If any of y'all out there, like I said, if you would like to be on Treasure Tales, please get up with me. You can see my number at the bottom of the screen. You can Facebook Messenger me. You can email me at treasuretalkshow@gmail.com. As you can see, we're very informal here. We kind of let it go the way it goes. And, like I said, it's not about the quality of your finds, it's about you finding it and you and your friends. So please, come and join us on Treasure Tales. Let everybody get to know you. So next week, we're going to have 3 buddies on that hunt together. So this ought to be a hoot and a half next week. So be sure you join us for Treasure Tales at 8 o'clock Thursday night. Every Thursday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time for Treasure Tales. It's going to be a hoot next week, and we got a lot of good stuff slated for you. We've got a lot of good stuff from Treasure Talk coming up. Oh, hello, Maria Reese. Glad you joined us. And Mumbles Man, I'll text you later, dude. So with that being said, I'm out of here. Good night. Happy hunting. Dig deeper and come up with a treasure tale because all treasure tales are important.